Hey guys, Shabbat Shalom. Sorry to talk a little bit quietly, there's just people sleeping. This week's Parshat is Parshat Chayei, and there's a lot that happens, and one of the things is that Yitzchak finds his wife Rivka, and the way that happens is Abraham sends out his servant Eliezer to go find Yitzchak a wife. So that's pretty cute. And something interesting is that Eliezer is described in two different ways. He's described as an Eved, a servant, and as an Ish, a man. And we see in the text that it alternates between the two. And I heard a really cool idea, it's a very novel idea also, from Eli Tessler, that you could see there's a difference between when Eliezer is called an Ish, a man, and an Eved, a servant. And what distinguishes between these two titles is that a servant is someone who just does the will of their master. A man is someone who does something of their own free will and makes the decision themselves. So any time that Eliezer is called a servant, we see that it's directly involved with him doing something that Abraham had told him to do, mainly related to him finding Rivka and getting her as Yitzchak's wife. And any time he's related in an activity related to what Avraham had told him to do, then he's called a servant. But we see that after he finds Rivka, Eliezer prays to Hashem and thanks him. And in that instant, when he prays to God, he's called a man, an Ish. And this is an astounding point, because at that moment, Eliezer had free will to do whatever he wanted to do. Avram didn't tell him to pray to God, but of his own accord, he acknowledged Hashem and prayed to God all by himself. And even more so, this, you have to remember, is in a time where people did not believe in one God. It was a place of idol worshippers. And here he was coming from Avram's tent. Avraham and that whole clan, they were the people in the world who believed in monotheism and in one God. And here Eliezer took those values that he had from Avram's tent, and even when he left the tent and he was out in an environment where no one believed in those values, he was a man, and he stuck to his values, and he stuck to his guns, and he continued to believe in one God and to act on that. And we have to take the lesson from Eliezer that when we're in an environment that doesn't have the values that we have to stick to our guns. And we have to be a man, an Ish. And we have to continue to live according to our values and to uphold them, and not to be scared by what other people think or what people around us are doing. And I give us all bracha that we should go Parshat Chayei, and we should come out feeling re-energized, that we should stick to our values. We should take upon any sort of action to remind ourselves where our values are. And we should continue to live as Torah Jews, even in a world that doesn't necessarily support that. Shabbat Shalom.